Well, welcome everybody to our Lifewave Success Team call. We are so excited to have you with us today. We've got a big lineup of very exciting testimonials and other information to help you. This is now August the 6th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, a warm welcome to each one of you for coming. You are going to be delighted when you hear some of these testimonials. But we want to get started right away, and we want to make use of your time wisely. We are going to attempt to get through most of this in about 30 to 40 minutes, and then you can stay after the recording is finished, and you can kind of ask some of your specific questions if you care to. So be jotting down some questions as we go through this next 30 to 40 minutes. I am so delighted to be your host today. Pete is on the call, of course, our fearless leader, and the rest of you who are working together with helping people with their life and with their business. Well, I've got a really fun, quick testimonial to tell you before I turn it over to Pete. I just came back almost late for this call because I had the privilege of being able to sign up one of the largest health clinics in the Lower Mainland here in British Columbia. I was with the owner and her husband. He's a physiotherapist. They have 23 clinicians who are ranging from physios to massage therapists to functional medicine, acupuncturists, the whole 9 yards. They offer dietitian. They offer all kinds of help. They're a holistic kind of a place. I never thought in a million years that I would get that opportunity to sign up someone like that. But these people are so excited. I just picked up the phone. I called them and I said, I met one of your chiropractors at an open house, and he recommended that I give you a call. That was this morning. This afternoon, we had our first appointment at 2:30, and by 4 o'clock, she was so excited that I got her out of pain that she said, I want to sign up. Can I do it right now? And I said, yes, if we hurry, because I got to get back for this call. And so she signed up as a goal just to get started. And you know what? The lesson that I've learned is that for each one of us, it just takes a couple minutes to make a phone call to say, hey, could I come by and see you? I've got something that might be of interest to you. And her husband popped in the door when we were talking, and he does a lot of massage therapy along with his physio, and he is going to lose the ability to do what he loves to do because both thumbs have osteoarthritis in them. And so he said, do you think you could help me? And I said, by all means, let me try. So I put the ice wave on. He also does muscle testing, so he knows what's working. He said, Judy, within about 40 seconds, I could tell that I was pretty much out of pain. And so he and his wife are delighted to be able to share Lifewave with not just their 23 clinicians, but those clinicians with all of their patients. They have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients. So think about all the people who are going to get help, get relief, and of course, my business is going to grow astronomically, I believe, as a result of me working with this couple. And they live right in my own hometown. So I am delighted and excited, of course. And I thought I'd share that little last minute thing that just happened to me today. But I am excited to say that although my points in the Punta Cana tracker don't show it yet because they're 2 weeks behind, I've already achieved the 85 points, and I'm going to be going for 95 just to be on the safe side. And so I definitely know that I'll be able to go along with a guest. And I'm going to be taking my daughter-in-law, who is needing a part-time job and income. And so she's going to be my guest. My husband is happy with me being able to take her instead of him this time. So I am just sharing with all of you how exciting this company is when you can stand up proud and say it's a 20-year-old legacy company, and there is results that you can experience that will make a difference in your life. Well, let me pass it over now to Pete. Thank you again, Pete, for your leadership in this organization and in this call. We all really are excited to know that you have been achieving some really exciting things too. So take it away, Pete.
Thank you so much, Judy, and good evening to everyone on the first Tuesday of the month, August call here. It is August 6th, and we're delighted that you took the time out to be live with us here tonight. And for those of you on the replay, we've got an amazing lineup for you tonight and lots of information to share with you. First of all, I want to start off by thanking our very own Judy Friesen for her amazing effort and her amazing energy on sharing Lifewave and just the momentum. As you just heard directly from Judy, 85 points in the bag already for the Punta Cana trip, all expenses for two. So congratulations to Judy. Your amazing energy and efforts have really, really paid off. We've got some true momentum working with us, and we're just always so pleased to be sharing it with each and every one of you. And Judy's always very helpful in the group as well, answering questions. And everybody loves Judy. She's our go-to person in the WhatsApp room. So we love you. We appreciate you a ton, Judy. Thanks for all you do. So proud of you. Looking forward to spending some time with you in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Got a call from Manuel from Lifewave yesterday, just officially congratulating me for the efforts. And Hannah, of course, has been just instrumental in my drive to go to Punta Cana. I never really set a target in the past to make a trip with Lifewave. I mean, it was COVID, and during that time there was none when we had our hyper growth. And Hannah's energy and just her encouragement and just being there has just been the big difference in setting a goal and getting that momentum going. And that's where I want to start the call tonight, on the momentum phase. We have an amazing team of leaders, so it's not me standing before you saying, hey, how great I am. Nah, that's not the message at all. The message is we're a team and we have amazing, amazing momentum happening. And I'm so excited that we've developed 4 brand new managers just over the course of the last month since our last call, and a 5th one in the making. I don't know if Martin Clausen is with us here today from Tabor, Alberta, our latest or to-be manager coming up the pike here. So it's really, really exciting. But tonight we're going to hear from some of those people tonight. And I'm super excited to announce that these people have really stepped up to the plate and have really committed to Lifewave and are super, super excited about the mission. Now, we've been doing patching parties, as most of you know, and maybe some of you don't know. A very successful string of patching parties that we've been traveling all the way to Alberta and back to Manitoba again, and just sharing with people the power of the patch. And when you get a room full of people, it gets really, really interesting. And you see people that are in pain or people that need a business opportunity, because I don't always just focus on the product itself, even though the majority is the product, but it's so good to talk a little business at these sessions as well. Now, the first person I want to share tonight, or have them share tonight, is Calvin Reimer out of Belize. Now, he's living in a country, even though he's Canadian, he's living in a country where we're not even officially open, and it has its challenges. And Calvin and I met when Hannah and I were in Belize for the US visa, and I went to Calvin. He has an IT shop and had some challenges with my cell phone, gave him my card. And similar to Judy's story about the lost business card, well, this one wasn't lost, but Calvin had tucked it away and reached out to me on a different matter. And the conversation went Lifewave. And after speaking with Calvin, I realized right away, wow, there's a real potential winner in the making here, someone who can really make this fly. So without further me talking on, I want to ask you to unmute yourself, Calvin, and share a little bit about yourself, what you're excited about, and what's happening after you went to manager here, or tell us the journey to manager. Please welcome Calvin Reimer from Spanish Lookout, Belize.
Yes, thank you, Pete. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to be a part of this opportunity that Pete introduced me to. I just looked at the date when I joined. It's what has it been, exactly a month and a half now that I've been with Lifewave. I've moved on to manager status, and it's a really exciting journey that I've jumped onto, and I think being able to like spread the gift of healing is totally amazing experience for me, and seeing the products working for myself and for my mom the other day. She jumped on a call and came in and said, hey, Calvin, I've been looking at my hands, and she had been using this patch for like what, 3 weeks, I think. And she says, you know what, I should have taken a picture of my hands before I started with this patch. I said, yeah, that's what we all say when we have something good happening to us. But so I said, at least take a picture now, and then let's see what it looks like in a couple of weeks. And exactly a week later, she called and says, hey, I see my feet, and the wrinkles and stuff have really depleted, and it's just amazing to see a mother like my mother get excited about something. And at first she was like kind of skeptical and stuff, but I really have hopes of seeing a lot more exciting changes in her using these patches. And another thing that I wanted to mention, like Pete already mentioned, that I'm here in Belize, where not everybody, has the access to become like a direct brand partner with the company, which gives some opportunities and some challenges. And so I had this couple that they're into the patches as well. They're using the patches too, and they've been using them like for 2-3 weeks. And I says, let me give them a call, because they had only gotten a month's supply, and they said, let's see what we can see within a month, and they decide if we're going to use them or not for longer. And then I said, let me give them a call. And so I called them, and they said, we're probably not going to use them again because we don't see the benefits. And I says, but we had been discussing like to give it a bit of time, since it's a natural product, and they were looking, and this was exactly where Judy helped me a lot with the lady getting onto the patches, asking for advice, because it was, I think, one of my first people that I started patching. And I says, like, yeah, so she gave us like a couple months that we should give it to see some results. And so it wasn't quite as exciting with them as it was with my mom, but since my mom had this exceptional results, and she was talking with this lady from time to time and visiting her, she's in a wheelchair and has lots of time on herself, and she had a stroke in the past and stuff, so she's got a lot of healing potential there. And with the lady, with my mom talking to her, like, it's what I'm trying to say is that this business of being manager and getting up in the ranks is all about following up, and that is a very important point that I've seen with this people. So if I did follow up with them like a couple times in the interval, but I had probably left them off for a week or something. So very important tip.
Yes, Kelvin, that is very, very huge to follow up everything. And every veteran networker will tell you this, that everything is in the follow up. When you follow up with people, you know what? That's where it's really at, Kelvin. And you're doing an amazing job. I mean, considering you've only been in the business 6 weeks, already following up and building yourself up to manager. So I'm super proud of you, Kelvin. And you're doing an absolute amazing job. And there's a director chair waiting for you, Kelvin. You know that, right?
Yeah, there's a couple things that I wanted to mention about the business aspect of this. Like, the earning potentials and stuff. That has been really amazing for me. I've been with some other companies in the past. I've earned some stuff on a bit of income online, but nothing has nearly done what Lifewave has done for me in this short time. I've been able to, with the earnings that I've made, you know, like I got a ticket for the Dallas convention.
Congratulations.
It paid my convention trip, and I've also just today, without thinking of it, I logged in, and I'm still guessing where that income came from, but I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity, and like Pete has been saying over and over, it's timing. We're in a very I think it's a very important time in the company. Exponential growth is probably just right around the corner after the October launching of some new products and stuff. And with being networking with some other groups and stuff, people that are dealing with network marketing, I've been seeing some of the hurdles that they're into because they're probably with companies that are less fortunate and less. I'm just really excited to be a part of Lifewave and be a brand partner because
we're excited to have you, Calvin. And you know, we've got an amazing lineup here tonight. And for the sake of time, we need to move on. We wanted to just hear from you a bit and your energy, and we know you're super excited about it. So it's such a blessing to have you with us, and you'll have many more stories down the road, Calvin. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share with us here on the call a bit tonight. So again, welcome to the ranks of manager, and we will see you on a future call very, very soon, Calvin, my friend. So congratulations to your success.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Calvin. All right, now moving along for the sake of time, we've got a bit of a lineup here yet, and I want to call on the next person, a friend, Chuck Burr out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It's so amazing because Chuck and his wife Eve, she's Filipino, and Hannah and her connected really well, and they decided to do a patching party, and they invited us over for dinner. And not that we require any dinner at these patching parties, usually just coffee and whatever, you know. We try to keep it simple, but they went all out, and they had a nice team of people, friends at their home, and the event went really well. And Chuck, I think, got 2 signups that night at the patching party. So I want to just call on Chuck, if you could unmute yourself out of Winnipeg and just share a little energy and what's going on. 2 minutes, Chuck. I'd love to hear a little bit from you, my friend.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, Chuck.
Okay. Well, I'll start at the very beginning. I'm not going to do a big, long speech or anything, but when I was 21, I had a mild stroke because I was a party animal, crazy guy. And the result of that, long story short, is I was left with chronic fatigue. Doctor said I had a mild stroke. I had chronic fatigue, constant brain fog, all this kind of stuff, tired all the time. I've been searching for a cure for this problem for over 30 years. Different things, herbs, all that. Energy drinks, coffee, anything to give me energy. Finally, we came across the patch. You introduced me to it, Pete. And I put the patch on. For the first while, I was actually feeling worse. And so I would only wear it for an hour a day, glutathione as well. And then 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Eventually, I got up to the 12 hours a day. So for the first month and a half, kind of rough for me. But now, energy, constant. It's not like a coffee energy where you're spiked and you feel crazy for a while and then all of a sudden you come down. It's an overall energy and well-being feeling that I have now. Blood pressure was a major problem for me. I was 160 over 105 for quite a while. My doctor was getting concerned, put me on high blood pressure medication. Now my blood pressure is down to around 130 over 85, which is super normal, in the normal range. It hasn't been there for years. So, you know, that, and one of the big things too is that I got a heat stroke about 25 years ago, 25 years ago, something like that. And after you get heat stroke, you can never feel good in the sun again. You always get nausea and stuff like that, and headaches and tired and all that kind of stuff. And my doctor told me a long time ago, oh, once you have heat stroke, that's it. You got it for life. And so that's one of the major things I've noticed from wearing the X39 for about 3.5 months now. All of a sudden I can walk around the sun and the heat all day, 32 degrees, no problem, no hat, nothing. And I'm enjoying the summer. And but normally, and I would come home, like even this year, like even a couple of months ago, before the X39 started to really work for me, I'd come home, I have to wear a hat, special gel ice hat that I bought, because my head would always be hot, and I'd have nausea every night after being out in the sun for a while, even an hour, and stuff like that. I would feel like crap.
And the walking that you do, Chuck, I remember after the patching party, we went for a walk, and your energy,
Right.
your stamina, you walked to the Caldon Place Mall, and that's what, 2 miles, 3 miles from your house? You walk there, and you walk back. It's like, oh my gosh, from someone who has underlying things going on from a health perspective like you do. Wow, was I ever proud of you to hear all this walking that you're doing, and keeping it up and keeping the stamina up with the patches on. So that's been a huge one for you, right, Chuck?
Oh, big time. I'm walking like crazy. I walked like 20 kilometers the other day of walking.
Wow.
20 kilometers. And like I was going to say about the heat stroke and sunstroke, completely gone. My doctor told me it would be with me for the rest of my life. And I told her the other day, she actually called me and I said, it's gone. And she goes, well, that's because you lost 30 pounds. I go, well, I had heat stroke when I was way lighter though. And I've had it when I was way lighter, like 40 pounds later. And so she couldn't justify it. She was trying to justify it somehow, but she couldn't. I said, I'm wearing this patch. And she's like, okay, you know how doctors are. They don't want to acknowledge anything natural. They think you got to be with big pharma and taking their chemicals and stuff like that. But anyway, long story short, I'm on the path, and like the walking, like you say, Pete, I'm walking like crazy now, and I'm ambitious and all that kind of stuff. So lots of things have changed for me, all for the good.
Beautiful, Chuck. Thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm so proud of you. And there's a seat at the director table reserved for you as well, my friend. The health journey is going to continue for you and for the ones that you share it with. You have some amazing friends, Chuck, and I met many of them in your home at that patching party, and I know they're going to be winners.
I'll have another one.
So wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Chuck. I really appreciate you. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to announce we had 2 other managers in the last 30 days. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you. We had Ralph and Margaret LaRoque from Roblin. We've done 2 patching parties for them. Massive attendance and just amazing growth. They're one of Terry Bell's accredited muscle testers, and Ralph is wonderful. I don't think he's on the call, but he'll be hearing this via the replay. And also Catherine Mason out of Vancouver, British Columbia, another new manager developed. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, we've got Martin Clausen who's in the house today, but they've got manager just right on the cusp of it right now. So super excited. We did a patching party for them in Taber, Lethbridge, Alberta area. And it was a full house and just amazing response to the product. So guys, here's a real big message here is if you're not part of this wonderful, amazing company called Lifewave, get involved, because some amazing things are coming. Building the momentum between now and the conference, which is October 17th to 19th. It's going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen. The announcements that are coming out. And if you can't come, get a virtual ticket. There'll be announcements made very shortly in regards to the virtual tickets. But I'm just so proud of our team. The Success Team LiveYounger community is just filled with amazing people, leadership galore, and we're just so excited. And I'm going to turn it over to Corolla. Corolla had a real quick couple of things she wanted to share with one of her new managers. So Corolla, if you'd unmute yourself out of Winnipeg, Always love working with Corolla and Roger. They're under Carl Krebs.
Hey, thanks, Pete. Yeah, I just wanted to let Lily share if she is available to share a short testimonial that she said she wanted to share with you guys. So I just for the sake of time, I just let her share a little bit. Lily is one of our downlines, like one of Roger's and manager also. So take it away, Lily.
Yeah, hi. It's a pleasure to share the success of the patches with other people. I had many good stories to tell, but I'll do my sleeping one. It's not like other people that have had sleeping problems. I had 4 months where that's years ago, 4 months where I didn't sleep at all. And the doctors didn't know what to do. And I did everything they told me, and sleep centers, and we did everything. Didn't sleep. When I was able to sleep again, I could never, when, it's absolutely, it is unbelievable that I would fall asleep. And if I would wake up during the night, I could not go back to sleep. Never, ever. That's for years, it was like that. And then also I also could never fall asleep during the day. So the first thing that corrected from using these patches, I've been in the Lifewave business it's going on in November, I believe it's going to be 2 years. And but because we didn't have the patches in Canada, I didn't really acquire the patches from the United States. I waited till last summer when I really started to get into it. And that sleeping during the night, I've noticed all of a sudden, in the morning, I noticed I woke up, I fell asleep again, and I slept till morning. That is a big deal when you haven't been able to sleep for many years through the night. I was so tired, I could not have a nap during the day. So it made it even more difficult for me because I had that problem. And would you believe it? Just within the last little while, I periodically would lay down during the day, like on a weekend, on Sunday afternoon after church. I would lay down for a bit, my eyes were tired, and all of a sudden I started falling asleep. So I have these little cat naps all of a sudden, and it's so refreshing. It's absolutely, my heart is very pleased with the technology that we are able to use. And what a gift. That is a gift. And there are many people around me that have all kinds of really good, positive experiences with these patches. And I love to help people. I just love to see them smile big and say, oh, I sleep so much better now. I don't know. Or the other person says, oh, I have so much more energy. So I don't want to take extra time, but go ahead, Pete.
Thank you, Lily, for sharing that. And your energy is very contagious, Lily. I know the last time we met at Kelowna Place Small, I mean, you've got a great support team there as well with Roger and Corolla and Carl Krebs. And I mean, it's just amazing to see people like yourself really get the positive results that maybe other companies have let you down and other products haven't worked for you. To see the patch work for you the way it has worked, I'm so proud of you, and for the fact that you're a manager and you've got your daughter Rowena, who's in Europe right now, and just so much going on in your business as well. So a director seat reserved for you as well, Lily. It's inevitable. So thank you so much, Lily, for sharing. We really appreciate you. All right, for the sake of time, we're going to move along here, and we've got one of our wonderful brand new brand partners, Shelley Bates. She's from Roblin, Manitoba. She was sponsored by Ralph and Margaret LaRoque. And of course, Ralph is not with us tonight, but in the recording, Ralph and Margaret hosted a couple of patching parties. Shelley was a guest at, I believe, the first one. She came to the second one, and Shelley has an amazing story, an amazing testimony too, and she's excited. She's excited about the business as well. So without further delay, Shelley, if you'd unmute yourself and say hello to the audience and share your story with us.
Hello, everybody, and thank you
Hello,
very
Shelley.
much for the invite. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Shelley.
Super. I'll make my story very short, but about 6 weeks ago, I had decided with the doctor's permission to put me on a fast diet because I'm waiting on 2 knee surgeries. So I started the patches the same day. Interesting enough, I did it all at the same time. And the first thing I noticed was an increase in energy. The next thing I noticed was my knees were a lot better because I'm in a lot of pain with my knees. And I have a cleaning business with my husband. That's one of our jobs. And so that's 19 years of cleaning. So I get back spasms as well. And the one evening I was having a back spasm and I could hardly get out of bed. And the last time that happened, I ended up in the hospital to get some kind of relaxation through, you know, something that they inject in your back. But I put the heat pad on, then I put the X39 on, and I got out of bed slowly. And the next day I was cleaning again. So that was pretty amazing for me as well because of the pain. I've noticed such a difference in the energy. And with my weight loss, it's really helped because I've got more energy and I'm not in pain. So I find I'm losing weight at a very nice pace right now. And I feel by the time my knee surgeries are scheduled, I will be exactly where I need to be. So I am so grateful for life.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shelley, for sharing that. And just for the record, Shelley went all in with Lifewave, and we're super proud of her for making that commitment. And she went all the way to the diamond level, and just a wonderful, wonderful individual who's just full of passion for the product and is an entrepreneur by heart. So look for great things coming from this dynamic individual. We appreciate you a ton, Shelley. It's just been real nice getting to know you. And we've got another party coming up in Roblin in the next couple of weeks. So we look forward to seeing you again. All right, folks.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Shelley. Now,
Thank you.
for the sake of time, I'm going to move right along here because I had a lot of additional things I wanted to share, but it looks like we've already reached our 30-minute mark. So I'm going to just turn it over to Carl Krebs. Carl had something that he wanted to share, some amazing information about the X39 brochures, business cards, and so forth. So Carl, if you'd be so kind and unmute yourself and share a little energy. And we also ordered our cards and flyers yesterday, thanks to Carl sharing with us. And his energy was what sold me immediately. So Carl, take it away, my friend.
Well, Pete, thank you very much. Your presence in Manitoba all the way from Mexico has been felt. I think you're setting a bar very high for a lot of us to get up to, but thanks for your leadership here. I'm excited about what we've heard from so many people here. Calvin's testimony, Chuck Burr, looking forward to meeting you, buddy. I know you're down there somewhere, and we probably know about each other, but we haven't met. Looking forward to working with you, and love Lily's testimony and Shelley's. You know, it is about the testimonies, and one of the things is what the tools that we have, and one of the things that has come up recently in our Lifewave Live Younger is something called the pamphlet. I'm showing you here. It's called The Power of the Patch, and this document, this working tool, was so impressive to me because it said everything I think we want to say about what our product does in a very graphic way. You can see all the benefits of what people notice in using it. But then, you know, it's wonderful to hand that out. And then, and I want to show you the backside of this as well, because it's equally impressive, because on here, the company will custom imprint for you at the bottom a QR code that'll direct the person to whatever destination you want them to go. Print your name, your phone number, your email, And look at what's on the back here. I mean, take a look at all the things that X39 does, and putting this in the hand of anybody. And when I got my supply, I was really surprised at the quality of the paper. It's a high value document. So in sharing this with you guys, the point is, don't hesitate to order these. They are not available for direct shipment to Canada. It's worth the trip. You know that slogan, the guys in Steinbach always say it's worth the trip. It's worth the trip to go down to the border. And there is a parcel handling service that I've used and many of you have used in Pembina, North Dakota. And to order, thank you for posting that, Pete. It's liveyoungertools.com. Absolutely. And order these stocks. My friend operates a printing business for more than 40 years. I've given Dick a lot of business. There's no way anywhere in the country we can touch this price on this pamphlet and produce it in the high quality that it is. So again, the Live Younger community stepping up and making tools available. I want to encourage all of you to get with it. Order these pamphlets or order their cards. There's all kinds of really good stuff in there. Working with Brad Lang, my producer for Things That Matter, and a lot of the videos that I'm working on right now, which are going to be featured. And here's a plug. Come out to Winkler. If you're in Winkler or anywhere close, come out this weekend, August 9 to 11. We have a great booth set up. We're going all out on this booth. And the videos that we're going to be showing are going to pique people's interest. And we're going to be handing these valuable pamphlets out and getting them to look at the product. And I think it's going to be very compelling. So that in a nutshell is my challenge to you. Order the pamphlets. Come out and see if you're in Winkler or close by and see what we're going to do in the show, because we're going to have a great booth. Margaret Clausen's working very hard with me. And one other thing I want to say, Carl Dreger is on this call for the first time that I seen. He signed up under Margaret a little while ago. And I'm looking forward to your testimony, Carl, because we've been watching you and encouraging you and praying for you that this condition that you're under is going to lift, and that in September, hopefully, you're going to get your driver's license back. So lots of good stuff happening here. And I encourage all of you to just be a part of it. Tap into it. There are some really, really great things happening here.
Thank you so much, Carl. And I can't wait to meet the other Carl. Carl sponsors Carl. How nice is that? So wonderful time to be with Lifewave indeed. And yes, I've got so much more I wanted to share, ladies and gentlemen, but for the sake of time, I'm going to end the call on the note that we are with the most fascinating company in the most amazing time on planet Earth to be alive. So brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get very, very interesting as to what's coming around the bend here with Lifewave. And I know many of you are registered for the conference in Dallas, October 17th to 19th. As far as I know, it's sold out, but you might get lucky and get a ticket like some other brand partners have. And if you can't, organize a watching party from your home, a virtual watching party with your brand partners. I promise you, you will not be let down. You will not be disappointed. But we're super excited because we've had some of the most amazing growth here in a time when network marketing is generally very slow. I've been full-time in the industry for 32 years. I've never seen a July and August or even a June, for that matter, that's as busy as we've been in Lifewave. And we've set our goals to join Judy with the 85 points to Punta Cana, the trip for two. And we're also making the push to executive director here. So, which is amazing to do that in a time like July and August when school is out, when people are vacationing. There's no slow period with Lifewave at all, because when you're with the right company, with the right products, there are no slow times. And that's the message that we want to convey. If you're on the sidelines, if you're on the fence, looking, watching, get back with the person that shared this video with you. Get back to the person that shared the message of Lifewave with you. You will not be disappointed. Very, very exciting times to be with this company. So I want to end it on that note, and I just appreciate you so much, Judy. And I'm going to turn it back to Judy to close this off. And I appreciate you, Carl, and everyone who took the time out of their busy schedule to be on this call tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much, Pete, and everybody for being here. And I think that our real takeaway is that this is the company to be part of. There's no looking over your shoulder, wondering if there's something better. There's no competition. We are the only company in the world, think about that, in the world that can claim and that can say that we have phototherapy, wellness, wearable patch that nobody else can mimic. They can't break the code into figuring out how to make these patches. So we're in our own lane. So it's a company that I think that you'll want to stay with the rest of your life. And most of us are so thankful and grateful to David Schmidt, who has designed these patches, because it is really changing lives, both health-wise as well as financially. So thank you again for coming. If you want to hang around after the recording has been stopped and have just a free-for-all, if there's any other quick questions, I believe that Pete and I, and maybe even Carl and Corolla, can hang out and see if we can answer any other questions that you might have. But for now, God bless, take care of yourselves, and we will see you in 1 month. Mark your calendars for September the 3rd. September the 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can do the calculations for whatever time zone you're in, and come with a testimony, come with a question. We are here as a family in Lifewave to help each other out. As they always say, we may be in business by ourselves, but for ourselves, but not by ourselves. We are together as a family, and we want to help each other out. So again, take care, thank you, and good evening.
Good night.